Hi, it's Emma, and welcome to the PMDD project. It's good to be back, and it is May 5th, and I'm a day late for my period, so please excuse me if I become like a little forgetful. So let's see. Today we're discussing healthy living and coping with PMDD. So, since I last posted on PMDD Project, I received an official diagnosis of PMDD, an official diagnosis of GAD, which is General Anxiety Disorder, which is pretty common if you have PMDD. And I've also got a primary care doctor, and he did blood tests, a hormone test, and everything came back completely normal. He referred me to a gyno. And so I went, had a pap smear, and everything came out fine, and she put me on a mini pill, progesterone pill. Now, I'm going to say this is a disclaimer. What may not work for me may work for you, and vice versa. So I don't want anyone like freaking out, like, you know, if your doctor tries you on this, you just have to be in tune with your body. I was on the progesterone pill for 11 days. This was probably about a month and a half ago. I went completely psychotic. Each morning I woke up feeling angry and extremely suicidal, like worse than usual, even in my non-PMDD phase. So I had PMDD, or as I call it, progesterone-induced PMDD, like psychosis, for the whole entire month, pretty much. I kept having these thoughts of killing myself, and I mean, I had a fight with a garbage can, and I was screaming, yelling at cars or people, or I was just going nuts, and that was like PMDD on steroids. So I told my gyno, and she took me off of it, and last time I saw her she said that I probably wouldn't be able to handle any type of birth control because I had such a low dosage. So scratch that. I don't even want to try another birth control. I'm too terrified. So in that process, I fired in my progesterone-induced psychosis my psychiatrist, and then I had my primary care doctor take over my medication, which I was on Lexapro and a low dosage of Xanax. So when I got off the progesterone pill, I started to like come out of that like feeling of being psychotic, and spoke to my psychiatrist, and he changed me to Prozac and took me off of Lexapro. So I've been on Prozac for about a month now. I take 10 milligrams 2 weeks before ovulation, then ovulation prior to menses I go to 20 milligrams. So this is the first month. And once my levels, or hormonal serotonin levels, started to level out, I could feel the Prozac was making me calmer. I'm a day late for my period, and it could be possibly due to the change of medication, but since I increased it to 20 milligrams of Prozac, my moods have been a lot more stable. I'm not getting that severe anger, severe rage, and I haven't had any suicidal ideations. I've been crying a lot, but I realized that this is something that PMDD I must live with and cope with, and hey, if I have to be on a medication for the rest of my life to help, then I will, because right now my ultimate goal is moving back to the Jersey Shore, and I'm having a lot of anxiety and stress with this whole process and finding a place, and that's causing my anxiety. So even though I'm dealing with it during PMDD, I know that my anxiety is more to do with the general anxiety disorder, because it's hard for me to stay in the present, in the now, and it gives me a lot of anxiety. So whether I'm in PMDD mode or not, I know that that's another thing I have to deal and cope with, is my anxiety. So my goal is to move out when my lease is up, which is the end of June, and move back to the shore. It's a healthier atmosphere. And I also have a therapist already set up, an intake appointment with a new psychiatrist back at my old mental health place, because I know there are things from my past that come up during PMDD that I still need to work on or work through. And so I'm looking forward to that, because I feel that's also going to help reduce my stress levels during PMDD, because my PTSD will kick right in, and I believe that's what causes like a lot of my anger and the suicidal ideations and all that type of stuff. So let's see, I also tried for like a month the paleo diet, and that's like eating like cavemen, I guess, like proteins, certain nuts, beans and vegetables and all that. What I realized is I have like this aversion to meat, and I still do, and it's really hard for me to eat meat if it's not like smothered in some kind of sauce or hot sauce. So now I'm thinking about just becoming a vegetarian. I've been drinking a lot of fruit smoothies and eating a lot more vegetables, and also I've realized on the Prozac that my PMDD food cravings have reduced, which is a good thing, because if I didn't get what I wanted to eat when I wanted it, I would become like Satan. A week before my period, or last weekend, the weekend after last weekend, I went down the shore and was hanging out with my ex-boyfriend, and my mood was completely stable the whole weekend. I was calm, barely remembered to take my Xanax, which I'm on a low dose, and I'm trying to reduce it more because I'm sick and tired of feeling tired. And my doctor said that that could be one of the reasons why, because it works on the central nervous system just like alcohol. And so I'm trying to reduce it to the point where I only need to take one when I desperately need it, because I hate having to rely on it. So I noticed my mood was completely calm, stable. Like I wasn't having OCD thinking, I wasn't being paranoid, I could be around people. And that's another thing, I'm trying to force myself to get out and be around people too, because I'm an isolator. So that's another thing I'm trying to do, because my ultimate goal is when I move, is also to start working. And I know that's going to help me immensely, just getting out the house and feeling like a productive member of society, because I know that's one reason that causes my depression when I'm not in PMDD mode. So hopefully the Prozac will reduce the symptoms enough where I can work without me flying off into rages, dealing with the paranoia, or like breaking down in tears every moment. So just hoping, taking it day by day. I just started the Prozac, which I will have to say, out of all the medications I've been on, it's been the best so far. So still I'm taking it day by day, because I'm trying to move, and that causes too much stress as it is. And I'm hoping for a better future. There are things I want to do, like I want to get out of debt, go back to school, meet a new support system or friends, and just be able to live like a productive life, and be able to live and cope with the PMDD. But I won't blame everything on PMDD, because I know that I have the anxiety and the depression and PTSD, which is definitely exacerbated 2 weeks out of the month. So there are things I know I have to cope with and deal with and get to the bottom with, and just take it day by day, really, or try. I mean, I want things to be fix right now, right away, and I forget that it does take time. But hopefully one day the stigma of PMDD will be erased or will actually be recognized for actually having a disorder that does make it hard for us to be productive. But anyway, gonna end this now. It's good to be back, and I'll see you later. Bye.